seguito dal Centro Internazionale per la Matematica e la Meccanica dei Sistemi Complessi dell'Università dell'Aquila. Quindi invito Mauro Carfora, prego, assegnare il premio.
Good morning to everybody. I'm here simply to... Francesco, do you want to say a few words? Non funziona. Okay. So I guess the real representative of the MEMOX institution is Professor Francesco Dell'Isola. Do you want to come here? My role is simply to illustrate the motivation of the prize.
I will thank shortly the organization of this conference, and I simply want to recall that the motivations which led us to establish this prize are linked to the events following the big and unfamous earthquake in L'Aquila, where after which, together with colleagues from all over the world, we decided to try to support that university with the foundation of an international center which is gathering members from all over the world. The prize Tullio Levi Civita has been motivated after a discussion with his successors in Rome University, in the Department of Mathematics of Rome, has been motivated by the need of trying to support the Italian mathematics, recalling how it has been greatly developed by some persons, among which Levi Civita is absolutely outstanding. I think that the best way for recalling him is simply to try to select clever scientists who continued his works. And I think that now in the motivations which Professor Carfora will read, we believe to prove that this is the case also today. Levi Civita started this activity in Padova, so it could not be possible to exclude Padova in this kind of honoring activities. And I hope that with Professor Cardin we will continue this joint work. So thank you very much. And
thank you, Francesco. So I will simply read a brief synopsis motivating the prize to our distinguished colleagues. Let me start with Thibault Damour. Thibault Damour is permanent professor at the Institut des Études Scientifiques, a prestigious position which recognizes his deep and lasting contributions to the physics of black holes, binary pulsars, gravitational wave theory, cosmology, and string theory. He has accomplished this feat of research, exploring the very limits of general relativity and gravitational physics with virtuoso style. In particular, he has created a whole mathematical physics framework, a sophisticated synergy between analytical and numerical relativity, representing a major tool in addressing the difficult problem of motion in general relativity and of its application to the relativistic dynamics of compact objects. Not surprisingly, it is almost impossible to talk about observational results in general relativity from the binary pulsar PSR 1913 to the revelation of gravitational waves without realizing that at the center of this highly active research area there is the theoretical work of Thibault. In his Nobel lecture, Joseph Taylor, the Nobel Prize 1993, amply recognizes the important contribution by Thibault in providing the interpretive framework that made PSR 1913 known as the Laboratory for General Relativity, providing a fundamental testing ground for the study of gravitation. More recently, the work by Thibault in collaboration with Blanchet and Hier has led to the analytical description of gravitational wave signal during the spiral phase of compact binaries, result which was used to extract physical parameters from the noisy raw data, hence contributing to the momentous experimental revelation of gravitational waves by the LIGO-Virgo team. Over the course of his career, Thibault received many honors. Some have been mentioned before. He's a member of the French Academy des Sciences, of the Institut de France, of the Académie Européenne, foreign honorary member of the American Academy of Arts and Sciences. And among the numerous prizes he received, let us mention the Einstein Medal from the Albert Einstein Gesellschaft, the Cecil Powell Memorial Medal of the European Physical Society, the Ludwig Voltier Lecture of the European Astronomical Society, the Amaldi Medal of the Italian Society for General Relativity and Gravitational Physics, and more recently, the Special Breakthrough Prize in Fundamental Physics for the detection of gravitational waves. In his work, the density of elegant ideas is extraordinarily high, and they sustain an inspiring research which will continue to have an enormous impact on general relativity and gravitational physics. So the scientific committee of the Levi Civita Prize in Mechanical and Mathematical Sciences is honored to propose Thibault Damour as a recipient of the 2017 edition of the prize. Thibault, please come here and so I spend a few words for Professor Sussmann now here. So this is a synopsis. The laudation is very long. So Professor Rutgers, Professor Sussmann, Professor Rutgers University. So the territory of Sussmann's scientific interest is vast and ranges from chief geometric analytical aspects of nonlinear, possibly optimal control theory, to stochastic differential equations, statistical mechanics, catastrophe theory, methodology of mathematical modeling, and neural nets. Just to quote the main directions of his research, tracks of A.J. Sussmann passage through the lens of these mathematical fields are crucial and clearly detectable, characterized as they are by formidable robustness and generality of the results, and at the same time by tireless effort too in discussing foundational issues. This is particularly true for control theory in its analytical and differential geometric issues. The delicate and spectacular processes of mathematization of control theory that the figure of Sussmann plays a role of leader and master, using his all-well-grounded knowledge in so many fields of mathematics, as well as his powerful aesthetic intuition, he attains a striking generalization of existing results and brings in control theory a great deal of new ideas and paradigms. The notions of applied mathematician and pure mathematician show their obsolescence and insufficiency when it comes to describe the skill of Sussmann. His papers speak the language of an extraordinary conjugation between rigor, deepness on one hand, and elegance and beauty on the other hand. Among many other examples, let us quote the so-called Orbit's theorem, whose thesis sounds as the realization of an impossible dream, while the proof is the fruit of an art-like sophisticated ingenuity. The reformulation and astonishing generalization of the maximum principle is further issue to which the name of Héctor Sussmann is indelibly attached. We could say that the leitmotif of H.S. Sussmann's scientific adventure is well described in the opening lines of Levi Civita's article, Come un conservatore, where the Paduan mathematician explains how a loving attitude towards the classic is a condition sine qua non of every important advancement of human knowledge. So the scientific committee of the Levi Civita Prize in Mechanical and Mathematical Sciences is honored to propose Héctor Sussmann as recipient of the 2017 edition of the prize. Please, Héctor.
Grazie. Allora, a ricordo della giornata di oggi ci sarà un omaggio anche per i nostri relatori di una bottiglia di vino Tullio Levi Civita prodotto dal nostro collega Mario Putti, un ottimo vino dei Colli Euganei. Bene, ci vediamo oggi pomeriggio per la sessione storica pomeridiana.